So, Andrew, we have some requests from our big-ass fan base that is not including the aforementioned reading club.
Okay, let's hear our questions from our fans.
What's the big deal with cookies?
All right, the big deal with cookies is that economists have decided that the McDonald's McDouble sandwich is the greatest achievement in human food engineering, because for the price of $1 and what the value of $1 is in our society among America's poor and among America's hungry, the number of calories and protein you get in a McDouble for the cost of $1 is the greatest achievement in feeding the masses that any human history has ever come up with. The cookie is the dessert equivalent of the McDouble. Next question.
Why is daytime television so terrible?
Daytime television is so terrible because it is a distraction from life. People are doing laundry, watching kids, cleaning kitchens, fixing lunch, and they don't want to use their brain. They don't want to have to think about something. They just want a fantasy, and they want something different every single day. And
Judge Judy, Days of Our Lives.
And so you're presented with just entertainment fluff to get your mind off of the boring dishes and daycare that you have to do. Next question.
Hopefully this one animates you. Why don't children build tree forts anymore?
Children don't build tree forts anymore because safety rules, number one, but that's not really the reason. The real reason is that property values are in such a state that every community is now like a gated community with its own set of rules, and they all exist to protect the homeowner values or the perceived values in the real estate. And tree houses are ugly, and so for this inflation of housing prices, which is what caused the greatest recession, caused the biggest downturn in our economy in 65 years. To inflate everyone's home values, home prices, they now are killing childhood and not allowing tree houses because of their negative eye appeal. Next question. I'm a really big fan of ethnic foods. The problem is that a lot of quote-unquote ethnic foods are Americanized ethnic foods. So, for example, most Chinese restaurants you go to, they're not serving Chinese food. They're serving what's called American Chinese food. That includes orange chicken, sweet and sour chicken, egg foo young. These are renditions of, sort of loosely inspired by Chinese food, but they're just cooking up what they think you want, and then you think you want it because it's from China, and it's just a big lie. I think if people ate real Chinese food, they would like it just as much as the crap that they now get at Panda Express. Same thing with Hispanic food. I guess my main problem with ethnic food is that this Americanized Mexican food, this Tex-Mex, this Americanized Chinese food or Americanized Japanese food, it denies you the privilege of learning about variations in delicacies and in cuisine. So, for example, Chilean food is very different than Ecuadorian food, which is very different from Costa Rican food, which is very different from Mexican food. And Jalisco Mexican food is very different from Chihuahua Mexican food. And we're just not getting that anymore, and there's absolutely no reason why. It's totally illogical. We should have our choice of any cuisine in the world. Next question. I don't think it does. I think it looks like a small economy car that is
hipsterific.
Well, sure, but I'm not that concerned with design. It doesn't look stupid like the Honda Element or the Neon Fusion. Ford Fusion. It doesn't look stupid, and so hooray for more fuel-saving cars.
Mind-numbing.